Good morning. Here we are going to start a new unit, and that is the last unit as far as your syllabus of microbial genetics is concerned. And this unit is viral genetics. There are much more significance associated with this particular unit. The viruses, although these are considered as a living organism, but they are also considered as a borderline as far as the living organisms are concerned. The problem with viruses is that they can't directly, they can, as it is, they are not considered as a living thing. And so many reasons are there, and that majority or nearly all reasons are known to you. Second thing, as far as viruses are concerned, this is very much important with respect to genetics because major known facts about genetics, whether it is a human genetics, whether it is a bacterial genetics, whether it is any organism genetics. So these major facts are known to us due to the viruses because they comprises very simple system as far as their genome is concerned. I'm talking regarding to comparatively in comparison to bacteria, in comparison to human being, the viruses contains uh, simpler molecules, simpler nucleic acid, simpler organizational structure. Hence, they are easy to study. And third, very important significance as far as this chapter is concerned, we are now facing a very big problem, a pandemic of a corona. And this coronavirus, a COVID disease, is caused by the coronavirus. And also, so this particular chapter will helpful to you to get the details why it is quite difficult to control this particular virus and why such kind of outbreaks are there and why it is very difficult to treat the viral infection in such condition. One by one we are going to clear. The first, we are getting aware about the several important aspects of the viral genome. I'm not going to much detail regarding the structure of viruses because in FIBC or in a previous lecture we have collected a lot of information regarding to the viruses. Secondly, another separate paper is also available as far as our syllabus is concerned, that is the virology. And hence, rather than discussing about their structure, I'm going to directly start about the viral genome. But as far as structure is also concerned, there are two important components. One is a nucleic acid and another is a protein. These are only two essential components as far as a typical virion is concerned. Even in several cases, several viruses, a extra lipid layer is also there. What is we are detected in coronaviruses also. And so that membrane is there, that lipoproteinaceous layer is there, that is additional things. Means nucleic acid and the proteins are essential component of the virus structure and lipids are probably present in case of several viruses. Okay. As far as genome is concerned, here it is a common practice to refer the DNA of viruses as a genome. We never use the terminology like a chromosome. In case of bacteria, we say that the bacterial chromosome. Even in case of bacteria also, we should not refer it as a chromosome because it is a single one. There are so many chromosomes as far as the higher organisms are concerned, like a Saccharomyces cerevisiae or fungi like Aspergillus niger or mammals or several other eukaryotic organized multicellular cells are concerned. There is chromosomes are there. And we generally use the terminology genome for the total overall content of a DNA. Means whenever I am talking regarding, I refer the term as a human genome. In case of bacteria, one chromosome itself it is consist of the genome, but the for our sake of convenience we refer it as a bacterial chromosome like terminologies are there. But in viruses, a chromosome word is not used. It is used as a genome. Why? Because what is the thing is there, that is nothing specialized, categorized chromosome and all these things. Whatever DNA is there, that is itself a total containance. It is a genome. Second thing, that we also never use the term like a growth of virus. Viruses are growing. Such terminologies are avoided because in viruses typical growth is not there. In case of a bacteria, in case of a eukaryotic cell, in case of a human beings, you will find that there is systematic mitosis, mitotic division, meiotic divisions are there. In case of a bacteria, a binary fission is there. In case of protozoa, a similar kind of mitosis like mechanisms are there. Hence, we are referring this particular as a growth. And the definition of growth is also that the orderly increase in all cellular constituents. Whenever the all cellular constituents are grow with respect to following a subsequent order, that is referred as the growth. But in case of viruses, we never say that the viruses are growing. First thing is that the viruses are growing means the size is not growing, the viruses number is growing. And every time after a infection, there is not a particular specific number is there. Means, say for example, if in case of a human being, if the cell is get divided, so there is a two cells are there after the mitosis. After the meiosis, four cells are there. In case of bacteria, after the binary fission, always the two cells are there. Means order is there, sequence is there, particular definition, specificity is there. In case of viruses, when virus infect to the bacterial cell or when virus infect to the host cell, always the number is not a constant. Many times it might be 50, 53, 52. That totally depends on the that phase of a cell. In which phase, what is the physiological activeness as far as cell is concerned. And henceforth, and always they are multiplying, they are generated in a multiple, means from one cell a 100 particles are there, from one cell a 50 particles are there. In multiple of one infection it is there, henceforth we are referred it as a multiplication. Viral multiplication is the word, appropriate phrase which used for the denoting the number, increasing number of viruses. We never use the word like a virus growth. Growth is not there. Typical growth is not there. Multiplication. And so you might also aware regarding to one very bit wisdom like sentence in biology, that biology is totally different with respect to mathematics, and here the division is possible by means of multiplication. Division means viruses are dividing, but the way is a multiplication, means a conflict with the mathematics. It is not a conflict actually, just literal meanings are suggesting that. As far as viral genomes are concerned, the first very important thing is that they are a consist of the single nucleic acid molecule. Okay. What is I am saying that the in case of a bacteria, a DNA is the genetic material. In case of human being, in case of viruses, in case of algae, all a DNA is a genetic material, and that genetic material is there, and along with that genetic material, that is the DNA, another nucleic acid is also present, that is the RNA. Means as far as all the cells are concerned, whether these are the prokaryotic, eukaryotic or the archaea, always keep in mind that the DNA is a hereditary material. It is one of the nucleic acid is present, and another nucleic acid which is not a hereditary material, it is a RNA. But in case of viruses, viruses are single nucleic acid molecule. Single nucleic acid means they possesses the DNA or RNA, not both. Okay, this is the very important characteristic feature of the viruses are concerned. Okay, in case of a bacteria, RNAs are detected, DNA is also detected. In case of all organism, RNA is there, DNA is also. And in case of viruses, either DNA or a RNA are present there. Now we also aware that there is whenever the DNA is present as far as higher organisms are concerned, the DNA is always a double stranded. RNA is the single stranded, or wherever hybridization is there, but still it is if you open that hybrids also, still there is a single strand. So this is the rule as far as the prokaryotic eukaryotic systems are. But in viruses, we can see that there is the single stranded DNA RNA, double stranded DNA RNA, single stranded RNA is there, and double stranded RNAs are also. Okay. So with that respect, they are also. Mean when I am saying that it is possesses only one nucleic acid, the nucleic acid might be either double stranded DNA or a single stranded DNA or a double stranded RNA or a single stranded RNA. Okay. Now further classification is also possible that whether these are linear with a free primate, whether they are free prime or whether they are circular, such kind of sub classifications are also there. Okay. Viral genomes vary almost thousand-fold in size from smallest to largest. What it indicates, what it suggests this sentence is that the difference between the smallest genome of viruses and largest genome of viruses is the thousand-fold. Okay, thousand-fold larger is possibility, and this is also one of the important characteristics. And so viral genome ranges from 432 base pair. So this is the smallest one. Okay. The 432 base pairs are there, and these are the present in the apple hammerhead viroid. Okay, you might also aware regarding to the term viroid, virion, prion. I'm purposefully not taking because a separate paper is there, but I expect that you should prepare what is the difference between the viroid, virion, virus, prion. You should know. Okay. So that is the smallest one, 432 base pairs, means just a small 432 base pairs is also the genome that is present in case of apple hammerhead virus. While the largest genome is present and that the size is 2.5 MB and that is present in the Pandora viruses. So these consist of the 2.5. Let me clear about the Pandora virus. Pandora virus is the second largest by the size. Actually, as far as size is concerned, it is not a largest one. But as far as genome content is concerned, it is the largest. Okay. Pandora virus, with respect to size, its structure, it is not the largest. It is the second largest. While with respect to the genome content, it consists of the largest genome. Okay, and the size is the dimension is the 1 micron, 0.5 micron. Can compare, generally the micron size is never there as far as the viruses are concerned. You are aware that in the definition of viruses we have the several words. Viruses are obligatory parasite, means they are totally depend on the host. Second thing is that the viruses are ultra microscopic. Ultra microscopic means the electron microscope is required for the visualization. A simple light microscope, simple compound microscope which is available in laboratory is not sufficient to magnify the virus structure. But here Pandora virus can be visualized. Why? You can see that just like equivalent to the bacteria, the size is there. So these are the responsible to cause an infection into the marine animal. As I have given the number 2 to the Pandora virus, then you might be asking the question then which is the largest one? The largest one is the Pithovirus, which measures 1.5 micron, is 1500 nanometer, and zero point 0.5 micron is larger than this Pandora virus. Okay, and henceforth it is the largest virus which is discovered. So these are many times there are chances that we are not aware regarding to all the details because discovery is the continuous process as far as science is concerned. As far as today's date is concerned, these are the fact associated. Forget about the size and all these things and what is the largest, what is the smallest as far as the virus is concerned. Just for the information as well. We are particularly emphasizing about the genome. Just in order to get an idea that what is the base pairs associated with the various viruses or how it's compared to the bacteria, here one a graphical representation is there. Here you can find that the 10 raised to 3, 10 raised to 4, 10 raised to 5, these are the base pairs. Okay, bases. Bases or base pairs, such a word is used. Why? Because several viruses are a single stranded, means only bases are there, and whenever the double stranded DNA or RNA is there at that time, a base pairs are there, means whether base or base pairs. Here, as I have just explained to you, that the smallest is the apple hammerhead, which consists of the 434 base pairs. So this is the viroid. Then the viruses which consist of the MS256T4. This is also very important thing, that in the case of viruses, you will not find names, typical names, just like a bacteria in case like a, other organ. We have a rule in biology that we always give a scientific name, binomial nomenclature to all plants, binomial nomenclature to all organisms. Okay, but viruses are not like that typical organisms, hence typical binomial nomenclature is not. This is very important. You should keep in mind that although we are studying this is a biology, but these are the not a biological entity in total. Why? Because binomial nomenclature is not there. Even in the Whitaker system, you might probably aware regarding Whitaker's five kingdom system: Monera, Protista, Plantae, Mycota, Animala. That is among these five. Whitaker not have placed these viruses. Okay, because we can't make them as a separate group. Why? Because they depend on the viruses, they depend on the animals. Whether we have to consider them as associated to the animals, or whether we have to consider as a, even as far as evolution also, many students have the impression that the viruses might be evolved first because they are simple. It is also not like that, because they are totally depend on their host. Hence, their origin is always after the origin of their host. Okay, so for example, like I'm saying that the viruses are totally depend on the bacteriophages. Then there is no chances that the viruses will be generated first and later on bacteria will. No. Why? Because they are totally dependent. If viruses are there and if bacteria is not there, they're not. How they are generated is a part of evolution, and how the different multiple way forms are created. That whenever our time permits, although it is not part of syllabus, but this is a very interesting topic. I will explain to you. So that is the chronological increase as far as the size is concerned. Okay, so these are the viruses of a bacteria, and they generally possesses the smaller genome as far as there. This is the typical names are given: lambda, T4, G, MS2. So such kind of code like things are given as far as bacteria is concerned. While plant viruses, animal viruses, they are denoted by their diseases. For example, human immunodeficiency virus. Why? Because it responsible for the human immunodeficiency. Rabies virus. Why? Because it causes the rabies. Then the polio virus. Why? Because it causes the polio. Tobacco mosaic virus, because it causes mosaic disease in the tobacco. So such names are there, but in case of a bacteria, every bacteria we not aware regarding to the bacterial disease. What kind of infection? And we are also not given a typical name to the bacterial infection. Hence, typical theta or alphabet like names are given. That is the different strategy as far as the naming the viruses are concerned. You are aware about this particular phenomena in virology course. Then quite slightly larger viruses with a larger genome viruses are associated with the eukaryotic system. These are the prokaryotic system. This is the range. Now here also sarcoviruses is there, 1.7 kilobase is there, while Pandora virus 2.5 megabase. So this is the largest virus. And here you will find this is the range of bacteria. There's some certain bacteria like the Tremblia, so it consists of just only the 140 kilobase pair. Hence, these Pandora viruses containing the larger genome as compared to the this particular virus. So that in that way you can get this is the largest and this is the smallest, and this is the typical structure also you are seeing under the microscope, that is the Pandora virus. Means so its size is closely associated, closely like this. And larger than Pandora is also there, but as far as genome is concerned, it is a smaller. Hence, it is not considered. So we are comparing the genome. So that's all regarding to the comparative account of various viruses. Then I already given that the various combinations are possible. The first, that the linear single stranded DNA is also possible, means just a single strand is there of which is made up of a DNA. So that is also a genetic material which is detected in parvoviruses. A typical double stranded DNA, okay, just like our human system also possesses the linear double stranded DNA, but they are the chromosomes. But here the linear double stranded DNAs are present. This is that are detected in several pox viruses. Single stranded circular virus, circular genome is also there. Single stranded DNA with circular structure is also there. That is a FAS theta X174. Then circular double stranded DNA, just like a bacteria also possesses a double stranded DNA and circular. A baculoviruses are there. Means all four combinations are possible. Linear, single stranded, linear, double stranded, circular single strands, circular double stranded, and respective examples are. Similarly, in case of RNA viruses also such kind of alternative possibilities are there. So several viruses possesses the linear single stranded RNA. It's just like our mRNA, single stranded mRNA genetic material is present. For example, in case of tobacco mosaic virus, a linear structure is there and it is a single. Linear double-stranded RNA. This is the rare. Such kind of structures are never detected in case of a prokaryotic eukaryotic system. Double-stranded RNAs are not there. But here you will find just like a typical, just like a DNA, a double-stranded RNA is there, and that is linear, which is detected in a retrovirus. While a circular single-stranded RNAs are also possible in which are detected in case of a hepatitis delta virus. The circular single-stranded RNA. But here you will not find a double-stranded circular RNA virus. There is no viruses known with a circular double-stranded RNA. Means we are not discovered it. There may be possibility, probability is there, but scientists or a whole world is not aware that whether there is possibility. Means up till now there is no discovery of such virus which consists of the. Okay, this might be also question in the examination that which viruses are not found. The viruses with a double stranded RNA and circular structure are not detected. These are the typical example. As this is the much more good difference, and so this is also widely used as per as the making the classification. Particularly, Baltimore classification utilizes differences. Okay, we are not go much more detail as per as the virology is concerned. We are focusing on the genome. You will get that these are the probable variation, probable alternative forms as per as the DNA and RNA, which is. But keep in mind, whenever it is present, that is the only thing present. For example, it consists of the single stranded DNA parvovirus, means it consists of only these, nothing else, none other combination. If DNA is present, RNA will be never present. If RNA is present, DNA will be never present. So either among these seven options, only one is there. I already cleared this particular concept in the starting of the lecture. Also, it is very important that the why we should study the viral genetics, because majority of exceptions are detected in case of a bacteria, fungi, algae, human being, mammals, plants. Differences are there, of course the differences are there, but the genome behavior is some sort of a constant. And also you might recall that during my initial lecture I said that the genetic principles are a universal one, means whatever which is true for the bacteria is also true for the plant itself, although the exceptions are there. But as far as viruses are concerned, they are a totally different behavior. They are the totally contrasting as far as their genetics is concerned. What are these differences that we are going to clear? As for it is very easy to you to collect the detail in later on. First is the genome of cell is always composed of the double stranded DNA, I explained, but in case of viruses, either DNA or RNA. DNA is always double stranded, RNA is always single stranded. In this case, yes, so normal cells, but the DNA, RNA, all combinations are possible. Whereas flow of genetic information is sequential, means from DNA, a DNA synthesized, that is referred as replication. From the DNA, RNA synthesized, that is referred as the transcription. From RNA, polypeptides are generated, that is translation. the flow is always going this direction. Means proteins are not directly produced from DNA. Prior to that, RNAs are synthesized, and RNA, a DNA should be there. Okay? But here, all these possibilities are there. Double stranded DNA can give the mRNA, double stranded, single stranded DNA, double stranded DNA. Means here to there, information can goes anywhere. There is no specific rule. Okay, with respect to the specific organism, rules are there, but overall, as far as from RNA DNA synthesized, from the DNA RNA synthesized, may all combinations are possible. Okay, so that is the various combinations are there. So this is the possibility. Henceforth, typical central dogma is not followed by the viruses. This is keep in mind. We also know that the adenine, thymine, cytosine, guanine, uracil, these are the common constituents of the DNA and RNA. But here, in case of several bacteriophages, along with adenine, thymine, cytosine, guanine, uracil, unusual nucleotide like 5-hydroxyl methyl cytosine is also present. 5-HMC is also present as far as the nucleic acid is concerned. That is never detected in this. So these are the respective differences. Okay, so that's all regarding the genome of or viral genome and the cell genome. Cell means all the kinds of cell, bacteria and our cells are also. So these are the typical classification. This is not part of our lecture or beyond the scope, but still we should know that whatever example I have given about the different things are there. These is just keep in mind that the DNA viruses are there, class 1, class 2, and class 7. RNA viruses, class 3, class 4, class 5, class 6. These are the RNA viruses. These are the DNA viruses, and how they are giving rise to mRNA. Everything denoting to the mRNA, because without a mRNA, the proteins are not synthesized. And who is going to synthesize the protein? The ribosomes of a respective host. Okay, the viruses made available their mRNA by means of different way, and these are the proteins are synthesized by means of ribosomes of these things, because you already know that the typical metabolic machinery, typical cellular organization is not there. They are just simple smaller structures are there, and they are much more smaller, as far as the bacterial cells are concerned. Just for the sake of convenience, I can do that. What if you magnify the football 10 raised to 7 times, the size is earth size. Means if you magnify the football by 10 raised to 7 times, then whatever size is generated, it is equivalent to the earth. Means when the football is enlarged 10 raised to 7 times, it becomes the earth. And when the football is lowered 10 raised to 7 times, that is nothing but the typical virus structure. Such a small nanometer structure is there. So that's all regarding to the introductory part as far as the viral genome is concerned. Remaining thing we are going to discuss as far as the next lecture is concerned. So this is the sufficient information as far as the basics of a viral genome is concerned. That's all. And so we stop here. If you have any question, you can ask. Okay, no question. Okay. Huh.